Hello everybody and welcome to episode 2 of Ultimate Alchemy. You can see the platforms is a bit different than it was last time, and I did a stream yesterday and we did this entire thing and we had a lot of fun, a lot of derpiness, a bit of cheatiness because I had to move the platform by one block, but I'm going to let you watch a stream to see that, and it's going to be up today hopefully. But I did also a few things in between episodes and in the stream kind of. We set up the Smeltery back, so it is a bit faster now and it can do multiple things, and I will show you a few of these. So let me just grab one of these and one stone, which I should have in here. So let me show you this first. If I put something in this chest, it's going to go as a block into the casting basin, and then if we give this a block of iron, and we can get it some speed upgrades. I think I made a bunch of these with the resonator. It's just redstone gold and more gold in the resonator, basically. So we can just toss those in there so it melts pretty fast. And then if we pour this over the that, we get iron ore, which is lovely. And the iron ore we're going to toss in here, just all of this, and it's going to pulverize slowly. We can even give you a user. Where are they? User. I can't see it, apparently. Did I put them in a... What? I have mechanical users. They're not in my inventory. I have like a... I'm just blind. Okay. So we'll put this... No. Put this right here. Set it to use item on block. Upper left slot only. Give you this. Oh, the power is keeping up because we have a backlog of it. Wonderful. So let's grab another wand with the facet so we have it on me. Okay, so that is going to make us the nickel that we need to make an induction smelter so we can produce more nickel in the future. We can make, if we put glowstone slush and tin, it's going to make gold, so we can pour gold out. And also if we take an iron ingot, and I was doing it with blocks for the quartz, but I'm going to show you with the ingot, and you take the silver, and you pour the silver over the iron, you get quartz enriched iron. And I have a bunch of this made. I just made a huge amount. So we have 1,000. So we can get started with refined storage today, which is going to be really neat. Okay, so what are we waiting for? We're waiting for the nickel, which we were super unlucky and didn't get. So we need to grab more iron and also more stone. So I'm just going to, if I toss the stone in here, it gets put in, then we can do this. And toss the iron in, which is going to get melted super fast. And let's just grab the speed upgrades. They're not causing FPS lag, at least, and I'm not going to be using that many of them anyway around here. But like this increases the speed at which this produces iron ore at an alarming rate. And why are you not? You're making one iron. So it's too fast, I think. Are you going to make iron all the time, or are you going to make blocks of iron as well? It makes one block of iron and one iron. Can I do... I don't think a glowstone will speed it up enough on this, but this was working yesterday. I might have not had this on, but had this. And if we toss in a bit more of this, no, it makes one block of iron and one iron ore. I don't know why it's not working now. I put the glowstone on the wrong spot, actually. But I think the glowstone will make no change because only iron can go in there. This was perfectly working yesterday. Interesting. Okay. So we're going to toss those in there, but it's making more iron ore, and we're going to toss it back into the pulverizer. And hopefully we get lucky and get a 10% chance of getting a nickel, I believe, in the pulverizer. If we do this, we get a 10% chance of getting pulverized nickel. Yeah. Unless it output it into something, but we can just do that. Okay. So let me go over and craft some stuff for refined storage, and we can get a basic refined storage system going. I'm going to need to pulverize some sand to get some silicon. We got the nickel, which is lovely. I'm just going to leave this ore to do its thing. And we can get a refined storage system going, set up a little bit of power as well. And I will probably also make some ender pearls, because we can make those by just putting resonant ender in the smeltery, and then we can pour it out into... Can we just pour out blocks? We cannot. Okay. And we can pour out casts to make soggy ender pearls, which we need a pan cast. So we're gonna just do a Tinkers here, and grab grab a pan. And can I use this? Wonderful. And then we're gonna put that over here. We need to repurpose the iron, which we don't have to, so we can just do that. Turn that off. And yeah, let me get a few things done and ready, and we're gonna continue on from there. I sped up a little bit of the silicon production. I have a speed up wand on the generator and a speed up wand on the pulverizer, and it's keeping up with power. I had to add a translocator for wood because it wasn't keeping up with the flat transfer node behind there, and we're getting quite a bit of silicon, so that's really neat. I set up a thing for the ender pearls. Basically, you take the soggy ender pearl, which you pour through the pancast, and I could just have it extracted into that storage crate. You take it here, put it on the drying rack, and the speedy up wand makes quick work and makes ender pearls. And these we're gonna need for flux networks later, but I just wanted to show you how you use them, or how to make them at least with this. But we can get, I believe, a better way of getting them. You can do you can fluid transpose or cryo-lithium dust, which we could do. But I think you can just do, make the resonant ender in the magma crucible, and then you just output directly into a pan cast, and then you export directly into a drying rack and do that, and that is really neat. So that is cool. I also made all of these processors. The processors for, or these diamond processors are, don't require diamonds, because diamonds are much more work, and that way refined storage would be very late game. So you take some stone and some chisel, and you make the statue of the thinkers, and they don't stack, so I put it in the autocrafter. And then you take those, some redstone and some cut silicon, and make the cut advanced processors. The cut silicon is just silicon with the cutting tool, and these two are normal. They're just, or these one and this one is just iron and the gold. So we can just toss all of these in here and get them smelted super fast, semi-fast. Oh yeah, I had two mechanical users before, and it was extremely fast, but this is decently fast. It's pretty good. Okay, so that'll get smelted up, and then I will craft up some refined storage stuff. We need to go at refined. We need a controller, a drive, a crafting grid, all that good stuff. And for the time being, because we don't have flux networks, I'm just gonna put it back. I mean, I'm gonna put it here permanently anyway, but I'm gonna put like a coal generator with a wood thing just behind it, with some speed upgrades or something on a mechanical user when we need to, because I think this makes like 60 RF a tick or something. And we're gonna put that there because we're not gonna have a super extensive refined storage system. I just wanna get rid of the storage crate so we can start tossing things into the refined storage and make some drives and stuff. So let me get some more crafting done. These are almost complete. Let's do it quickly together. So we need just some silicon, which we have in here. Let's grab a couple stacks, and we can make a controller. Then we are gonna need a crafting grid, which is a grid, so we need another machine casing. And the grid is gonna be the construction core. And do you need quartz for this? No, it's redstone. We need a little bit of redstone. Okay. Let me just toss that in here. So then the redstone is the construction core, and we can make ourselves a grid with some glass, like things like that. So I don't have to run over to the drawers is basically what I want to get to. So we have a nice central storage system, and we can run from there and get crafting done much faster. So this is a crafting table, which we have in there. So we have a crafting grid, and then we need a disk drive, which is just a machine casing, which I should have made like a bunch of these, but it's okay. So that, and then we need some storage disks, which aren't going to be that much of a problem. We need 27 to get a 64K. So let's just get 27. And I don't think we have anything else. So what are we out of for this? We're out of the basic processors. So these. Now we're out of something else. Yeah, we missed. Okay, we're those 16Ks and then 64Ks. Wonderful. And then we can do this with this and get a disk. So then we can go here. We are going to put our crafting grid over here. We're going to put the disk drive on top and then the controller in the back. We can just grab one of you and put you down here. Yeah, that's fine. We're going to put it down here. And then we need just a flat transfer node and some wood barrels. Just the one. Wood barrel and a half flat transfer nodes on me. And I learned that you can place these on the insert and extract. So if I do this, it's going to pull from the wood barrel. I actually don't want to put it here because it's gonna do things weirdly, but that should pull wood. Hopefully. No? That's the wrong one. Why are you not? So this should be the input, right? The green's input. Apparently not. And the wood barrel went bye-bye. I don't understand. It, like, if you look at here, apparently it has... I thought the green was input. I might have... That would be so weird if the green is not in and the red is not out. It's just... Yeah, apparently it's the other way. Okay. But we have power, and we have refined storage, and we can toss in the disk, and we have 64K stuff of items. We also are going to need an external storage, and I want to get that crafted before we do anything else. So where are you? Importer, exporter, external storage. We need some cable. And then we need this one and the other one. Like so, and external storage. Because with this, we can put it onto the drawer controller like that. And then just put a cable here. And now we can give it priority. Say, let's say 10. So now we can see all of the stuff. And if we put, for example, something that we have in the drawers into the refined storage system, for example, the disk is empty right now. And if I take, let's say, this cobble and this wood, if we have void upgrades on the drawers, I don't think we have it on the wood, but we have it on the cobble. So you put the cobble inside, it's not going to the disk. If you put wood inside, it's also not going to the disk because we have void upgrades. So that is really neat. And for the wooden stuff, we can just add an external storage to, instead of having it here, we can add an external storage to the barrels and have the barrels directly in the system. I might do something different for the cobblestone because I like having it compacted in a drawer, but we'll see. Okay, everything has been transferred over to the refined storage system. I have also made 3 more external storages and added them to the cobblestone, to the wood and the stone. So we now have 100 million of, or 1,000 million of all of these, or a trillion or whatever it is. And the cobblestone is still here. We have 2 million inside of this drawer, which is full. And I don't know if I want to just leave this drawer the way it is and then set up crafting recipes for things that we need, because like the double compressed turns into obsidian and the compressed turns into whatchamacallit, the iron. So we can just do those and export them directly into furnaces, eventually into like redstone furnaces, and we can set up crafting recipes for those and then crafting cards, and we should be good. But the next step is getting dirt, and for that I believe we're gonna need to get to bone meal as well. Actually, no, we need bone meal to make diorite with, I believe, cobblestone. There it is. To make diorites. With diorite, we can actually then make, I believe, we smelt that into marble, and with marble we can make machine blocks. With machine blocks we can make furnaces, and then the generators, the more advanced generators from the thing, from X-Trade Hills. So what I'm gonna do, the entire smeltery is filled with water. I set up an aqueous accumulator here with 2 water sources on the side and then an ender tank full of water. And the ender tank recipe is super simple. It's just gold, an ender shard, and a cauldron. You don't even need the blaze rods, which is really cool. And apparently you can copy the frequencies. Oh, that's neat. I didn't know that. But the smeltery is full of water. I don't know if we're going to need all of this water, but we take the black pigment and it's going to pour it over and extract and make gray pigment, which is really cool. So I'm just going to leave that be. And we can possibly do some speed upgrades. Speed. I don't know if we're going to need that many, but if we just toss in one, yeah, it's way, way faster. Okay, so that's going to do its thing, and then we're going to toss in the gray pigment, and it's going to turn it into light gray pigment, and then the light gray, I believe this turns into light gray, and the light gray then turns into white. And once we get some white, I think we can just make more light gray, and then do that to make more bone meal, but we could set up a whole looping system for this. But basically, you wash down the black dye, and the black dye is made with some charcoal. So if we grab charcoal recipes, or if we even just grab some charcoal from here, you just do that to get black pigment, basically, which is really neat. And that is going to making light gray. We can then toss the light gray in, and it's going to make white dye. Wonderful. And with the white dye, we can then make the rest of the things that we need. So that is really cool. I will probably make either overclocked generators or some other generators that produce more power than these coal generators and use those in the future, but we're going to get to flux networks eventually anyway. So yeah, I believe that is what we need to do. We also need to, I believe, get to some grass. Is this out of water? No. Why are you not? Oh, because you don't have anything to transfer. What? Okay. And I don't know what I'm going to do about all of this water. I think I can just break the controller and it's all going to go away, because I may have put in way too much. We could also just do a bit more of this. Let's get like 4 stacks of this. Actually, let's get 2 more. So we can make, I think, like 2 stacks of marble. Toss that in there. And we can then grab another translocator. And if you didn't know, you can shift middle click to just grab one single item out of the drawers, and then we can just loop it over like that. Eventually it's going to make white, and I believe we can do this. Hold up. Black, gray, light gray, and we can do black, gray, gray, light gray. So we filter all of these so the white doesn't get processed. That's really cool. Okay. Let me continue on. I have set up some of the recipes back to where we had them before, and I am importing with the importers on the side here just for the planks and the sticks, because those are the ones that are troubled keeping up when we're making a lot of stuff like pickaxes for all of the other things that we're going to do for like gravel and stuff, even though we're probably just going to set up a Cobbleworks setup with pulverizers and all that to make all of the gravel, sand, glass, and all that stuff, because that's going to be easier to just run off power instead of run off these crafting recipes and having us to make iron constantly, which we are going to do anyway. But, you know, I don't know if it's easier to do that or to just have the pulverizers and that go. I think the pulverizers and everything is going to be easier because it's just going to run off of a cobble barrel, and yeah. What I changed here, I don't know if I showed that, but we have a barrel go in here with wood and stone, because we don't have wood and stone in the system if we have it only on the drawer control or only on these external storages. Basically, the controller slaves then can't see the wood and stone and cobble that is in there, so we need to import wood and stone. So I just have one upgrade and we're importing wood and stone. I wouldn't even have to have this one upgrade. It would have been fine with just no upgrades. And I'm doing the same thing for cobblestone. I'm exporting it or moving it with a with this guy, the translocator over, and it's currently still making filling up the drawer or whatever. So that is neat. I have this wireless RF battery as well, so we have wireless power when we need it to just some places, and this entire thing is going to go away, and the smelter is going to go away anyway. And what I want to do is I want to make dirt and grass today, and I think the intended way for bone meal, I don't know if it is meant this way, but bone meal can be made with the atomic reconstructor. We can take, let's say we take black pigment, and we turn this into ink sacs, and let's make a bit more of this. So let's do like 4 stacks. And we can toss them in here, like that. And we can take this lens, put it in the front of this, zap it. It makes a lens of color. We can then attach it to here, toss down some ink sacs, zap it. We get red dye. Zap it again. We get that. We can actually do a pressure plate with this. So we can do that. And then just when we toss things out, it gets zerped right away. But this makes lapis. I don't want to make lapis this way because there's an intended way to make lapis. And I'm sure Tema is going to disable it in the future. But basically, I don't even know if this is the intended way to get bone meal. I don't think it is. But because we can get the white pigment, but I don't know if there should be just a recipe to change white pigment back to bone meal, I think. But you just need to keep on tossing this over, and apparently the bone meal is the last one probably. So we just need to toss it 16 times onto the thing. There we go, we get bone meal. And I don't know if this is the intended way, because the bone meal has a recipe for this. It has compost and peat. But for peat, we need, I believe, dirt to get this bog earth. So then we can make the bone meal. And in the carpenter as well, you can make bog earth with mulch, which it's a whole nother process of getting its water in a moistener and just something or whatever, something. Doesn't matter. You can get bog earth this way, and you can make 8 of it with water cans. It doesn't matter. But that way you get peat and the dirt back. So then you can combine compost, which is just saplings and dirt, into, or you can make compost with that. But like, I don't know if, because getting dirt, there are 2 ways. There's the whole carpenter way thingy, and there's also this slag and pulp biomass. But I don't know how you would get, or saplings make you bulk biomass. So you would put saplings in a sawmill. And then the slag is an induction smelter, which we can make, I believe. You just need Invar, so you need the whole nickel process, which is fine. And that we can make. And then you can make dirt that way. Then you need to make the other dirt. It's just a whole nother process. And we need an energetic infuser now. Energetic infuser. This guy. It's a lead gear. And another machine frame, which we don't have. I could possibly just make a stack of these. Yeah. And let's just make a stack of machine frames because we're going to need them anyway. Okay. Also make a stack of these. We have the gold for it. Can make a stack of these as well. We have the redstone for it. And also a stack of copper gears will not be too shabby. Okay. We make this. Let's give it some power where there's 2 of these, like here. And we put this in here, and it is going to slowly, I think, turn this into appetite. Yep. It is charging. Okay. We can even do this to make it a bit faster, or at least do less operations like that, and toss this in here. Yeah. Wonderful. So it makes appetite. And with appetite, we can take some sand, I believe, and do this. Or is it the other way around? It's the other way around. And with this, we can make a stack of bone meal into basically 8 stacks of bone meal, which is really cool. So we can then use this fertilizer in the fermenter to make the living dirt and set up the entire system for dirt. So I'll do that just now, and I'll show it to you once it's done. So this is the machine that makes all of the dirt and saplings which we need. So what we have is an ender tank with water that is pulling into here. I just put in a stack of fertilizer, which is going to last forever, and we're just going to leave this run until it runs out of fertilizer, and then it's going to be made a bunch of dirt already, and it should be good. I have an ender chest here with gravel, and I'm exporting it over here into just this with an exporter from the system. And then I'm just using flat transfer nodes in between every machine to transfer stuff, so I'm not going to be showing those. But basically, this makes water of life, which then gets put into here, and this still is not fast enough to process it. But I think it's running out of power is what the problem is. So we might do a little bit of changing around of this, at least. Can we make, since I made lead, can we make flux ducts? Flux ducts, these. We can. Okay, so let's get a few of these. And then we're gonna just toss them in the backs of these machines and then put these here. And even do that. And then I'm gonna set up a way to translocate wood into all of these, or transport it. We can do these. These will be probably decent enough. So if we do like so, and then grab this guy, put this here, do this, extract always active, and then just do an insert, we should get enough power. Currently I'm powering it with the super generator, but this should produce a bit more power with all of these. And if we do just an extract on round robin, we should start seeing this work faster, I guess. Hopefully. Doesn't look like it. Still pretty slow. But all of these are making power. I don't know if it's the speed of the machine that it's slow. We can try something. Hold up. Wand. User. And speed. And if we do this, I should have my wrench, or at least this wrench. Can I rotate with this? I cannot. Hammer. There we go. And turn this to fastest mode. Upper left slot. Use item on block. Now that's making it a little bit faster. Okay, so that's the dirt. And to get the grass, we are gonna take and make some compost, which we are gonna make like this. And apparently that crashes the game. Okay, so that just shut down my game and I just had to log back in, but we can make the compost. Apparently I can't craft it in the other thing. And then I believe compost, I'm just gonna do it this way because apparently it's buggy. Is it that? Oh no, it's a carpenter recipe. I made the same mistake that Willix did. So carpenter recipe, we need a transfer node to transfer water. And I think I need to do this. Carpenter. Do you get water? Nope. So like that then. Haha, water. And then compost, dirt. Okay. Make me a little bit of grass. Should have enough power with everything that's going over there. And I believe this one, or this one reaches it. Yeah. There you go. We have a bit of grass. And now we can set up a little bit of a grass field and also grab a little bit of the dirt. I think I have the rest of it in here. It's only going to make one more grass. Wonderful. I am going to toss 3 of these in the system because we don't need them right now. And then grab the rest of the dirt that we have and just set up a little bit of a grassy area here. Just do a 5x5. That is 4, 5 wide. And can we speed up this? Hold up, let's get rid of all of this. And grab a wand. Put it on fastest mode. Can I? Yeah, definitely. Okay. So I believe this works as bone meal. And if we just break a little bit of grass, we should get a bunch of seeds. So let me do that for a moment. Okay, we made dirt, we made grass, we have saplings, we can grow trees if we need leaves or something for whatever reason. But we have the grass here, we can bone meal more of it. And I did get all of the different seeds that we can get. I got sugarcane, so we can grow this for making speed upgrades, which is gonna be neat. And there's also garden cloches because there's immersive engineering, and we can use those to just grow all of the crops because they're going to use just water and very little power. So I think I'll set up one of these garden cloches in the next episode, or not at least one, but a couple. So we might do like a 3x3, or possibly because we have these platforms going like this. We could do, if we grab some more of the stone. Do I have any more of that? Let's grab my chisel. And let's just do this quickly, like that. And if we do, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. So we can just do this, I think, or somehow get another 5x5 off of that same spot, basically, is what I mean. So off of this, get another one of the platforms or do something interesting with that, because I think we can possibly get that corner in the same way that we did this. I mean, it would have to be, since this is sticking out, it would have to come from over here and then over here as well. So that would make like that size, I think, symmetrical. Yeah, kind of. Okay, but I'll do some building off camera and in between episodes and all that. And with that, I want to thank you all for watching. I'm hoping you enjoyed today's episode, even though it was a little bit messy. But anyway, thanks again. You can subscribe to see new videos. Also support me on Patreon if you want to do a little bit more. Follow me on Twitch. I'm streaming every day from Monday to Thursday. So a stream is going to be tonight at 6 p.m. my time. There's links in the description on my Discord. There's time zones and all that, so you can find it out. And even on the Twitch page, there's time zones, and you can see the direct time countdown. That's what I said. Join my Discord as well, and I will see you all in the next episode. Have a great one. Bye-bye.